Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome to Can't Catch a Break. I am DJ and Dr. Charlene Johnson. We want to thank you all for listening to Can't Catch a Break. Really appreciate you taking out your busy schedule to listen to us on this lovely Sunday. Yes, this lovely Sunday. Thank you for listening to Can't Catch a Break. We appreciate you, family and friends, and those that taking out your time to listen now. And we really, for meaning it, we thank you. So we just want to give you a big shout out. The one and only Can't Catch a Break show. Yes, we're here to talk about issues, facts that affect us all as human beings. Yes, we do. And because no one is exempt from issues, no matter where you go. Yes, you're going to have issues. This is life. But let's keep it real, right? Let's keep it real. On today's episode, I have a good one. I have a good one. I have a good one. I have a good, I have a good one. Yes, I have a good one. Yes, I do have a good episode on today. Very good. Yes, it is. And one of the things I just want to keep us to keep in mind, you know, the things that we need to be doing right now in the time we're living in. There's some things that we need to be doing right now, because right now we see there's a lot of turmoil, a lot of chaos right now. We see wars, things are happening like never before. And we see money has become a big issue. I mean, a big problem in America when it comes to greed and power. We have seen now, I mean, since the term of the election. See, what this the thing is, if you believe in God, God is bigger than this. Any president is bigger than this world. So, put your trust in God. If you don't believe in Him, put your trust in Him because when it's all said and done, He's gonna be here for you, no matter what race or color you are. He's gonna be here for you. And I just want to share. I'm not trying to throw my religion on anyone, but I'm just saying the times we're living in is devastating. This is the end mark of an era as we see it in 20th century that's gonna go down if we still exist. If this earth that rotates will be still here, because we see what's happening right now. Man has deliberately defined and been disobedient when it comes to God. We see what's happening, right? We see the things, from our White House, for example. And we don't, when it comes to God, He's all powerful. He's bigger than everybody in that White House. And He can deal with everybody in the White House because we see a lot of evil working out of this White House right now. A lot of dislike, a lot of fighting, chaos, pandemonium. We see the things that are happening here, and it's like vengeance. It's like seeking vengeance for those that have done me wrong. Yes, we see it right now, and we know. I think they should have term limits on the ages of a president because we have a president that's 79 years old. That and everybody ain't perfect. I understand that, but anytime you defying orders when you took an oath to uphold a constitution of the United States, then there's a problem. One nation under God. Okay, so when we look at this, what we see a long term of what devastation coming because of the rebellion and disobedience of who are the president of what we're seeing right now. We're seeing a more of an authoritative behaviors happening where you don't have to abide by the rule of law. The law is for the lawless. That's what the Bible says. That we see right now. It seems like uh, do they fear God? Do the White House people, some do they fear God? Some of them do, some of them don't. Let's keep it real, right? We see that, no matter what countries they are seeing right now what's taking place, where they see in America uh, are falling. Okay, many countries was going through uh, poverty and stuff, but they seen it's being reversed little by little. We seen America things are being taken away when it comes to resources and when it comes to commodities, when it comes to things that keeps America going. We see the downfall. The American that the dollar value, the investment. We see this about the crumble because of greed. Yes, it is. Yes, it is greed. And when you start doing it, we see that people, it's like get weary. They get like they get confused because it's like you being a leader and they're looking, not as a god though, but as a leader to lead the country. But yet, you see the defiance of disobedience of the law. So let me tell you something. I just want to share this with y'all. And if you'd like to subscribe to Can't Catch a Break, CANTCATCH, mhm, A, the letter A, break, BREAK, Can't Catch a Break. Now, I know that name is like rare. You search it and through different platforms and where is it at? And me being on Riverside Podcast, it should be on many platforms and it's a good podcast station. And I'm out here, I'm competing with thousands of other podcasts. That's more lively than my show because I'm audio. But I like to speak. I like for people to hear me and Dr. Shar hear us, the truth, because this is something that's very important for generations, if it be a generation to come. Because when we look at what's going on, okay, what should you be doing when America is falling? First of all, I tell you this: is putting your trust in God, okay? Because right now, we see the man has, from the beginning, when you look at now, has been defined. What the God wants in the Bible, the Holy Bible. We see that it's been mocked. It's been like never before. But what we should be addressing about all the anxieties in the United States, the falling apart of America right now, is to focus on and be prepared. What we're seeing throughout local communities, and just have a sense, maintain a sense. Because what we see what's happening is that we see right now that even having a low percentage in the AP polls, much that poll stuff, it goes up and down and fluctuate. But when you look at it now, when you look at what's happening right now and all across the world, even in America, financial readiness is really is on the verge of decline. Okay, when you look at that, because when we look at our value of a dollar, we look at how the money from things are being been spent. We're steady going into debt as America. $36 trillion will be in less than 5 years, probably $42 trillion. See that you can't function in an economy like that. See, because what's happening is that everything from a value of a dollar began to shrink. Many investors and billionaires will lose their fortune because they're not thinking. The people that's running the federal government, some are not thinking, and and they're not proper planning prevent poor performance, and these are things that are happening. When there's greed, when there's power, when there's corruption, when there's not obeying the rule of law, when there's of the Constitution, you see that, and we're seeing it now. Many millions of people, the ones that voted. Everybody have a right to vote. Everybody have a right to choose. But here it is, though, from the point of view. We see we're in the days of lying times. People will lie just to get elected, no matter if you're a politician or some people they're trying to get spotted as a VP of a company. Things they say, some things, some people do that. But we see in this case, this is more severe because this is people lives. I mean, in jeopardy here when we look at what's happening in the fall of America right now for 2025. At the beginning, since the last president, the blame game, blame this, okay. But one thing about the last president, he had a sense to not tamper with people's lives to a point where they'll be losing their fortunes. They'll be losing their investments. There'll be tax beyond, and he cared for the seniors. He cared for people with Medicaid. Okay, he wasn't looking at the billionaires. You look at these things, but from the previous presidents, and some of those presidents, they cared. They wasn't cutting programs for people. They wasn't like veterans and disabled children closing hospitals. This is what's happening in 2025. Not in 6 months until the been inaugurated, but we're seeing this, and we have people, and we pray for this Senate too, because the senators in the House of Representatives, those that are loyal to this president, has made him a god. Let's keep it real. They have King Donald Trump. That's what they say, and that's what's in the magazines and stuff. But see, and then we see what's happening, and while America is biting their fingernails, and those that voted for him, they are just in turmoil because they thought he was gonna do what he said. I'm gonna have end wars. I'm gonna lower the prices of food. The things he said, but then it comes to relate to Project 2025, all that. See, the thing is, the devil knows how to con people, and he used it very elect. And this is what we see what happening because of people's views and morals of different views and morals of values in life. But they looking at the bigger picture here. The bigger picture is a life. We're nobody judge. God is the only one judge, and we see what's happening. The fall of America will because not of God. It will be because of what man is doing. When we see what's now, when we see what's in the White House, when we see what's happening in the Senate and Congress, we see the authorities who people elected in, and yet they fear a president. They are loyal to a president that, to me, he's seeking vengeance for what happened to him, for all the lawsuits and things. We see what's happening, and he's fighting universities. He's taking away things, people, rights of, as long as we got judges that will stand up and for the rule of law, then, but it's going to take God over all of this because what we're seeing right now, the fall of America is coming. Recession is coming, people. I mean, everybody's saying this is time you can invest your money. Yeah, it's a good time to invest your money. Yes, yes, yes. Things are happening good for America. No, it's not. Because now we are in war, okay, with a country over here, population of America has about 175 million foreigners, or maybe more, over here. That's of the countries that and the thing is, it's no control, no going to the Congress, using articles saying the Article 2 and all that, but still no president has done without going before the Congress. Okay, and this is happening, and it seemed like elected officials, the senators who voted for Republican, and you see what's happening. And the thing is, it's not man that had a say so when it comes to uh, putting in office. It's the people. It's the people that put these politicians in office, that elected them. And we see now what's happening right now. We see that will America financially have job losses? Will there be emergency funds for people? Will we see income loss of income, job reductions? Yes, it will, because when there's wars, there's recession. When there's war, and when we look at the countries over there, sees Iran, we just saw the news, you know, These people, man, you know, 2 weeks ago, they was trying to, uh, you know, a week other day, they went to the European Union. They was trying to talk, but when you look at people that are anxious to deliberately go and attack them, and did you not know on the BBC, now let's on the news, that if is that those trucks, the stuff they was looking for, and even Tulsi Gabbard and others are saying that they didn't have enough to build for cause war or nuclear. They didn't move their stuff out. So all the 30,000 pounds stuff you dropped on them, 200 feet deep in the caves, they knew that the United States was coming, so they moved out. So then what? Now you didn't escalate it. See, this is why America has to be ready. You escalated China and Russia to get involved, okay? Because they're allies with Iran, okay? Israel, supposed to be God's chosen people, chosen country, has taken on not following the UN sanctions, United Nations. They decide to take on their own authority. They want to, and you hear these politicians on TV, on TV today. We saw it on the news. That's the Republicans like well, they should have done this. They no, they should have. No, they should have. Israel, no, you should have. No, and then what happens? You just create more casualties. Okay, then you make threats. What's wrong with these people in these offices and elected officials? Well, we just gotta pray, y'all. We just gotta pray. Whatever the world, whatever happened, guess what? We can go back and be with the Lord. Okay, because we see it, the Bible says it, what's happening. So it's gonna be America is coming to an end. When what you should be doing, okay, while you here, while we still in existence, create your budget, understanding your spending habits, find ways you can identify areas you can do cost cutting, cut out those movies and shows and all that, Okay, paying high interest on debts, find ways. Okay, pay that interest down. Okay, why? Because job loss, income reduction is coming. Security is at risk. Social Security for the seniors and disabled children, Medicaid, and all this stuff is at risk. And people who's thinking that it's okay, then you have a cold heart. Okay, I'm talking like this for no matter what color you are, because people are human beings and they have rights. They have a right to be loved, and they have a right to be forgiven. But we see in this case that some people in power think that they're superior. So this is what you're supposed to be doing as a people. Not be fearful, just be wise. Okay? We serve a God. God gonna take care of you. He loves everybody. Okay? You know, and we should be trying to like our health, our life care insurance, because it's gonna come a time where people ain't gonna be able to afford health care like this. They're gonna have a time when life insurance policies will probably skyrocket. You see the insurance rates in homes right now, your house right now. You see the insurance companies have stopped funding people in certain areas of the United States when it comes to fires and floods and all that. You see they want to get rid of FEMA and all that. You see that, right? Okay. This is for the billionaires. Now, this is all for the billionaires. You see people are trying to take away people's rights under the Constitution, and it is unconstitutional. So always try to have you save your piggy bank, something, uh, keep cash, use, uh, you know, sometimes, because pretty soon they're going to electronic payments and all that. So it's going to be hacked. Things that's going to happen. People are going to hack. Our cyber system we see is weak because anytime you see what's on the news where a Secretary of Defense, we saw it on the news in front of Senate hearing, they're able to use the app that is open to the world out there, able to tap in and get the information. So that ain't gonna be no good. It's not no good. It's now. It's not now. So all the ones that are cheering on Donald Trump, saying that he's doing a good job, there's more to come that when we see the naked eye, because America should not tempt evil, because evil is nothing to play with. Okay? The Bible talks about this, and that's what we're seeing right now. So, get you some planning, emergency planning. Get you some, get you some medicine stuff. End up on your water. Supplies. Health wise, because things are going to get chaotic here when it comes to supplies like food, water. It's going to be something because of what's about to take place. And see, down through the years, you often heard people from churches, you heard people all around, saying the world's going to come to an end. Well, and I'm not trying to scare nobody, but you can't tell me back then in the 70s and 80s that over there overseas in the Middle East we saw things happening. Okay, until now. But it's greater now. More technology, more information to destroy each other with. The advancement, technology, things are happening. People have the power to go into your account through like wire transfers and hack into your accounts and stop a whole system. And we have saw that happen too. Yes, billions of dollars from millions of companies we have read upon in magazines that people read about, that companies people have, attacked, hacked accounts. Okay, so we are in trouble, y'all. So I just want everybody to pray. If you're a prayer, if you believe in prayer, now I'm not forcing nothing. I'm just sharing with y'all, keeping it real, because this time here, this time it's been 6 months, and we're going into a never-ending cycle until someone or a politician step up. Some of them been in the Senate for over 40 years, and some of them just new one there, and they're blaming each other for this party and that party. But yet the threat is that you have people around the world are looking at ways to come in here and even make it more disastrous, because of what they see what's going on in America today. Okay. So it's best to uh, do things right now to so these things when it comes to hazards and stuff, take steps. Okay, disaster plans, things of that nature. Okay, because we don't know what's going to take place. Have some points of communication, people you communicate. Maybe you may go about you some, if the cell phones go out, go get you some walkie talkies with batteries in it to stay in communication, because that's a lot of things that can take place, y'all. And it's easy now than anything to, when we see what's happening, to tap into any kind of electronics right now. Okay, what we're seeing, and because the vote right now, and the election, and all the wiretapping and voting, election frauds, things are happening. We see people. There's last presidents in 2024. There was a lot of missing ballots in some states. They hid that, because they didn't want to go back to that turmoil. They went back in 2020, when they claimed the election was stolen. So we see it here now. Even they even pass laws where women are gonna make it hard for a woman to vote. They will make it hard. They're and see, this is man though. See, this is how. First, everybody say Jesus Christ coming, God is coming. The world, but you got to look at what's really taking place. I'm talking to you because this is very, very serious, y'all. Because what we see right now is something taking place right now that only God will have to intervene to stop this. Okay, So I come to you,
Powered by Riverside FM.
yes, to tell you that the facts, okay, not no lies. I have proof. I don't say anything. We don't say anything unless we have our uh our facts straight. Yes, we know for a fact. The news medias, we outlets, we know what's going on. Okay, we see it. Okay, we know we're not blind. Yeah, and as people, you got to build relationships with neighbors and the communities now because it's gonna come a time when you're gonna need them when this era of the falling of America is gonna take place, and they have volunteers to organize things when things are gonna happen to a point where there'll be things as we see it right now. The protesters in different states, the National Guards come in. This, and all that's, we heard of the civil rights movement, all that's been taken away. We're seeing things like never before. This is evil. This is satanic. This is demonic. This is something that people need to pay attention of. Okay, so do okay, okay, stay informed. Okay, stay informed. It's gonna take some judges that believe in the Constitution, that believe that we are one nation under God, and that they're gonna stand up for righteousness when it comes to obeying the law of the land and not be fearful. Okay, we the only country, free country, that people want to come over here, but now people are leaving. People are leaving because they knew America is gonna fall someday, or this world might end. Who knows? Okay, so your children, these generation of children, I think about the children that's coming up, and they want to have a career, they want to go and they want to be involved, but this might not last, y'all. What we're seeing, okay, what we're seeing, unless the Senate, Congress, unless they come to the means of the minds and their disagreements and put all that stuff to the side and say, hey, wait a minute, we gotta stop this. This is taking us down, down, down to a point where our nation is about to crumble. hmm We're gonna have to do that. The churches need to get together and come out those walls and hey, pass out some flyers, tracts of people, start talking to them about just coming to end what's happening right now in America right now. The nation is what we're seeing what's taking place. Okay? So I just wanted to share it with you because we are in times right now when these actions are not in our control right now. We see what's happening right now. Okay? Okay? You got to understand people have values, right? But we don't you can have values and morals, but the thing is you want somebody aligned with people with sense, not people that are loyal and bow down to a king who don't obey the rule of law. Okay, all right. When it comes to candidates, that's gonna that's gonna be there, that's gonna do their job, what you sent them up there to do up there on Capitol Hill to do. Okay, let's maintain that. Let's promote engagement. Okay, all right. All this blaming and stuff. You can blame each party all you want, but right now, you see what's happening. You see who runs the White House. You see you see the stuff that's going on right now that finna set back America to a point where the value of a dollar ain't gonna be worth for nothing, and all this blaming about this person did this and that. But you see the wars, you see the money, you see the things that are being stripped. You seeing the power control. You seeing the people rights, human rights have been taken away from people. You see the due process and the habeas corpus things of trying to take place. But yet we in these states where we voted these politicians in, and yet they are some of them are defining to stand up for the rule of law. So you have to engage, okay, and promote mental well-being. You know, you have to, because right now, people mindsets are there wondering, would this world be existing? How long? They're like that right now. We see the climate controls. We see that the things of the weather. We see how it is, tornadoes, hurricanes. We see things right now that we see that is taking place. It's showing us that, hey, you know what? Water can take you out. Fire can take you out. What you gonna do to help reduce these emissions, and what you gonna do? Are you gonna? It's all about money. It's all about power. It's all about being the top person in line. It's all about that. But people' lives from all walks of life, children, boys, girls, women. It's about people's lives, y'all. Yes, it is. So I'm just saying that those things are happening. And find you some people that have good problem solving skills. Okay, focus on positive mindsets of people that's gonna encourage people, build them up, not tear down. Because we seen this happen very like never before. So I just want to share that, okay, that we need to verify information. Be cautious of misinformation in the social media that's out there for those that are lying and the content creators. You see those people lying. You have to be safe to avoid people that are, that are want to just not comply with the rule of law. Seek, you feel overwhelmed, seek out support from friends and family that's going to own mental health professions. These things is going to need that is happening. So I just wanted to share you. Just be ready. It's coming, y'all. I'm not here to scare nobody. I'm not here to, and I will leave some things that you could do. I've read, we have read, and I want you to keep your head up, keep the faith, because what we're seeing right now for 2025 is not even the year is not over with. What we're seeing right now is something that since the 1920 and 30s, what we're seeing, but this is even bigger than that. So thank you all for listening to Can't Catch a Break. And I want to say with this a big shout out to you because you deserve it. So this is valuable to my heart here.
Powered by
Oh,
Riverside
oh,
FM.
but I'm talking this episode, not less this episode, because it's gonna affect all. 2025 the summer is not even over yet, yo, in America, right here in this part of this world. But it's gonna affect so many people, and unless the people vote, get out there and vote November 26th to change, so some laws can be changed that for people, for senior citizens, for disabled, for those Medicare, Social Security, for those that really need. And right now, I know we can keep peace, peace. They said peace in the Middle East back in that time, but what we see what's happening right now: pride, boastfulness, arrogancy. Yeah, we see that. You can't tell me what to do. I sign as many executive orders as I can. I could challenge the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court gonna shoot the things down because they are unconstitutional. Even Congress says that. Congress holds the purse, and people gotta understand the law. The law is for the lawless, for those that don't want to obey the law. We are people, one nation under God. The forefathers, okay, fought for this country. People lost lives, Up to this day, the veterans and the military, those that serve this country, to see their rights and stuff taken away from them, and see the billionaires and people that really, those that don't care. But they, at the end though, God's gonna win because they're gonna lose everything. It got to come. Evil, good outweigh evil any day, no matter who you are. It outweigh evil. But we just gotta pray as a people. We just gotta pray as a people. When they say God bless America, I mean God bless America. Just pray. It's my people. Pray. So call on my name. Pray. Seek my face and turn from their wicked ways. And then I will forgive their sins, all their sins, and heal the nation. See, that's what's going on. There's a healing need to take place in America right now because of what we see right now. So America, for those y'all keep y'all head up. Okay, because God is not mocked. God is in control. These times will come. These times will come. We in times right now. The Bible talks about it for those. And I'm not in. I'll reiterate. I'm not here to put my religion on no one, but I'm just speaking from what the Bible says. The number one bestseller, many books today, still exist from the beginning of time. Haven't lost. Still say the same thing every day. Still has the same format, paragraphs, scriptures haven't changed. You can't take it away from it, nor you can add to it, because there's only one God and Son that the Bible it was written for us as human beings. So America, people, that what you should be doing right now. While when America is falling, because it's falling, it's falling like never before. Not trying to scare no one. These things gonna come to pass. All the things of what's gonna happen back from all time in computer age, and back in the 90s, 2000s, we see people were panicking because they thought the computer system and everything was gonna fall. Now we have COVID-19. We had things happen in America, but God spared the people. But now, what's happening now? Another scenario is happening because of disobedience, because of man wants to raise his fist up and be full of pride and arrogance and lie that they're bigger than God. But no one's bigger than God. No one is. No one can beat him. No one has a life to lay down. No one has the power to lay down their life and get up. Only but God can do that. He's the life giver and he's also life taker. And God does not, he does not want his people oppressed, no matter what color you are, race or background, faith you are. He do not want his people oppressed. It's in the Bible. So I just want to share that for all the people that's out there, that we just keep praying. Guess what? Prayer changes things. More prayer, more power. Less prayer, less power. Yes, we have to love everybody, forgive everybody. We're not the judge. God is the judge. Yes. All right, well, thank you all for listening to Can't Catch a Break. I am DJ and Dr. Shire. Thank you again. I know you probably listening to this saying, what is he talking about? I'm talking about something that you should be doing that when we was coming, information I'm giving is going to help you down the line because we see things coming. In America, millions of Americans and have seen things coming on here. Okay, so what's about to take place, everybody? Yes, just be praying, because God sees this. The Bible talks about it in times. Perilous times are here, people. The time is near. Draw nigh to God, he'll draw nigh to you. Now, I mean that because we going to need God. All of us is going to need God. Yep. And for those that tell you it ain't going to happen, yeah, they playing with fire. They playing with, it's not about being powerful. It's not about being a bully. It's not about being, none of that. People want to live. They want to live in peace and harmony. They want to live with their families. They want to do things, so when they're gone on, their generations to come can live also in peace. But we see right now what's taking place. Down through the years, it's been predicted from many people from all sides, both Democrat and Republican, and having all these UN meetings and United Nations meetings and many things that we see. Any trigger can cause a subtle thing to change in the moment, and history will be known for something that could be avoided. But the Bible is right, y'all. Pay attention to it. It's real. So thank you all. Let's pray just keep praying for the people, praying for America, praying that we live a quiet and peaceful life while we're here. But we could not be here because of, you never know, because God can come back any day and now. And, this world can end, or a man can end it real quick before God even come back. See, those things you got to look at, y'all. Not here to scare you, okay? Not here. That's not what I do. I'm not a judge. We're here to speak the facts, the truth. We're here to tell it like it is. Tell it like it is. This is the honest truth. So help me God. So thank you all for listening to Can't Catch a Break. I'm DJ and Dr. Sharp. Keep your head up. Okay, keep your head up. Have a good and fantastic day, year. Yes. Keep hope alive. Bye-bye.
Every dog must have his day.
Let's do this.